Okay, I'm now going to talk about one of my biggest pet peeves that I see is women who focus on one body part and think that that is going to be the end all, be all to their beauty, whether it's your boobs, whether it's abs, whether it's a butt, whether it's thighs, whether it's your hair. If you focus on one part of yourself and that's like your worth, or that's the thing that is important, or that's the goal you have, it's silly. It's not. You need to be focused on your overall health, your overall physicality. So this leads to this whole thigh gap thing, and the question comes up: thigh gap versus thick thighs. And in this context, we're going to talk about, what do men prefer? And not that women have to do things for men to approve, or does it matter what men think? No, but it's interesting to think or see it from a man's perspective. So I've talked to a few guys and about this, whether thigh gap or thick thighs. Overwhelmingly, men prefer thick thighs. Yeah, not a thigh gap. Yeah, I know. Like, most women are just like, well, if I have skinny, slim thighs, that'll make my legs look really good, or I'm going to be really attractive and I'm going to look like whoever. No. The theory, I think, comes from, if you ever see any runway models, or you see the pictures off the runway or Victoria's Secret or whatever, and all those women have thigh gaps. They have very little muscle, and they have just like I don't know if their body fat is high. I would say some of them are skinny fat, and some of them are just very have low body fat and low muscle. Almost the vast majority of them have almost no muscle. So it creates, and essentially it just basically when they're really skinny like that, you're just, there's not a lot of muscle. You're going to create that thigh gap. And then there's some women who have a thigh gap just because they have wide hips. They have their hips are placed like that in order to give them the thigh gap. It's genetic, or it's due to just the having low, like I said, low muscle, low body fat. But it's not possible for most women, even women who are really healthy and fit. I mean, I can think of so many healthy, beautiful women who don't have a thigh gap, but yet their bodies are like off the charts, amazing. And if you ask any guy, they're just like, what? A thigh gap? Like, what is that? Or if you showed them a picture of a runway model and actually a fitness chick with thicker thighs, hands down, they're going to want the chick with the thick thighs. I don't know where women get in their mind that, if I have really toothpick thighs or toothpick body, that this is going to be sexy and that men are going to think I just look so good. I don't know. I think that this comes from the fashion industry because that's what they think that looks good. But that's not what real people go after. That's not how real people want to look. And when I say real people, even fitness people, even people who are, I guess, what the vast majority of the world would think their bodies were absolutely rock solid, beautiful, and the best in the world. No one even thinks about their thigh gap. Like, I've never heard a guy say, oh, she has a beautiful face and she's so toned and look at her abs and her arms and her everything, and but no thigh gap, so I have no attraction. Like, what is that? Like, it's not even, most guys, it's not even on their radar. They don't even think about it. And most of them enjoy larger thighs. I know it's hard for women to believe, but men actually like thicker thighs. They don't want super toothpick skinny thighs. Now, if that's you, if you are just genetically like that, I'm not dissing you. I'm not talking about you. I'm not putting you down. That's how you are. You got to work what you got and go with it. But for the vast majority of other women who you're not like that, you cannot obsess over something that's a trend or something you see on the runway or whatever somebody starts, because it's not you. It's not what's considered by the majority to be attractive. And it's silly. Why go after something you'll never have? Why pursue something that is so unattainable? And why pursue something that technically is not even that, it's not fit, it's not beautiful, it's not, I don't know, like, it doesn't make any sense. So, forget the thigh gap, forget trying to have skinny thighs. Thick thighs are in, muscular thighs and toned legs, healthy legs, ones with nice calves, hamstrings, glutes, nice quads. Like, that is what is attractive on a woman. Not all this nonsense with these toothpicks running around with heels or just having that gap there. Nobody cares about that gap. Maybe if you feel good about it, I guess. I mean, if it makes you feel good, then, you know, I'm not going to knock it for that. But if you're doing it just because you want to be more attractive or you think you're going to be more sexy with it, add some meat to it, and then you'll see the response that you get. Or ask people which looks better, or ask men what looks better. So, as usual, let me know what you think. Comment, rate. Please subscribe. And until next time.